Guys, I've been sick. I got my corona shot and I've been sick for like a week and a half. I don't know what that's about, but anyway, I'm back out in the desert and I'm coming out here because I think there should be some signs that I need to find out here, and I'm going to show them to you if I find them. So yeah, we're just driving down this dirt road, mountains and more salt flats. Good time, middle of nowhere, no cell phone service, so gotta be careful. Safety, remember? Safety. So let me see what I can come up with, guys, and see if we can find something that makes any sense out here or that looks a little odd. So as soon as I see something weird, I'll bring you back. So hang on, let's see what we can find. Okay guys, so driving down this dirt road, I saw something weird. Let's see if you can find it. Come on, you treasure hunters. You might not even be able to see it. You probably can't. Anyway, I'll show you when I get up there. Should have brought the other camera, but I didn't. There's some trees down this dirt road that are like right there. And they're really tall. And there's some more around them. And if you look out here, there's no trees. We don't have trees in the desert like that. So that means water. And people would plant big trees like that. They'd bring them out here and put them around their houses because of course they had no air conditioning, so shade was it. So they'd plant these big shade trees all around their property and around their houses to keep them cool, especially out here in the desert. So if you see trees like that in the desert, and I'll show them to you when we get closer so you can see them on the GoPro, that's a good sign that there's a house there, or there was a house there, because somebody brought trees that don't grow out here for a reason. And when they're big, tall like that, they're for shade. So if you see trees like that out in the desert and you go up to them and there's nothing there, get the metal detector out and start going around, because I guarantee you somebody lived there. There was a property there, a small house or a cabin, something. People were there. The trees didn't just grow out here naturally. That it's a different deal. So for sure, if you see trees like this, I'm going to show you, look around, because you'll find signs that people were there. And remember, follow the trash. Once you find their trash pile, go through it and then see if you can get the layout. See if you can find the foundations, like in my last metal detecting video where I did the smelter by my house. You see those lines that go where the foundations used to be? They'll have rock foundations, and some of those lines, you'll see them in the ground. So let's run up there and see if there's still a house there or what's up there, and I'll show you these trees. So hang on, I'll get there. Okay guys, check this out. See, this is what I'm talking about with the trees. You see this? See these trees? There's a little teeny house back in there. It's all overgrown, which means there's probably a spring in there, so they have water. And there's this fence up right here, and it looks like it's a pretty good fence. This doesn't look broke down, bent or anything. And there are some no trespassing signs further down the road on this fence, and a sign that says do not pick up stray dogs, they're ranch dogs. But that looks abandoned to me. But that over there you can't really see. There's another big group of trees, and it looks like that's the ranch. I can see all their sprinkler pipe. So this is probably part of their property, but I don't even see a road to get into this. So it probably connects and goes over to this other ranch. But something to watch for. You see big trees like that out here. There's nothing else like that out here. So that's what you look for. Now some of these trees you can't see over here, those I know are supposed to be out here. They're sage trees, and that's what they used to make all these posts out of, was out of sage. They cut them all down to build their fences and their houses, and so now they're gone. You find one or two that have still been up that are older, but that's abandoned. There's nobody that lives there. It's all overgrown. No one takes care of it. Looks like there's like an old wooden teepee thing right there that somebody set up for something, but that looks like an abandoned ranch, probably from, I don't know, the 50s or 60s, but who knows. Springs are good for metal detecting, and I know there's some out here, so if we can find them, we'll definitely ding them. But just a tip, guys, keep your eyes open for weird stuff that don't belong, because that's the signs you need to look for when you're out here exploring. There should be some rock signs out here too. I think we'll run into a couple Spanish signs out here. I'm hoping to get onto a trail of something, but just a tip, look for weird trees in the desert, because there's no water. That's a lot of shade in there. Nature's AC. Let's keep going. There's a road that goes down to that, and it doesn't have any trespassing signs or anything like that, and it's not gated off. I'll run in there and see what's in there and show you. If not, then we'll just cruise by and keep going. See you in a few. Here's another one, guys. That other one, that's that big ranch. I don't know if you can see it right there. A bunch of trees and totally huge. This doesn't say it's posted or anything. There was a sign here at one time that's been shot. This one's older. This one has an old house by it. Right there. And so I didn't want to drive down this road. I'll walk down it and see if we can get a closer look at what this is. This one's older, so that other one's probably the early 60s, maybe. This one's older. So the further we're going in, and the further we're going out of town, the older it's gonna get. So this one's probably early to mid 50s, I'd say. It's an old wood building. So you have more trees in here. You got the more trees that don't belong here. So water and spring. Another big shade tree right here. So the fence is all taken down right here. Maybe we can walk over there. I don't know if I dare metal detect over there, but we'll walk over there. Man, you have trash. Recent trash. So just remember how to get back to where the fence is taken down. Don't trip over all the sagebrush. See, this is the kind of stuff that grows out here. Not big trees that are full of shade. I don't know what this is. This is a spring. You can already tell there's a spring out here because of all the types of plants that are growing out here. When you play in the desert, you learn what water looks like really fast. And it rained out here all day yesterday, so some old fence poles. Looks like there was an old fence that came from there and went off that way. There's some big containers up there. You guys can see those. Weird. Weird. This big tree is awesome though. I'd love to ding around this tree. That's where people hung out. See, so we're getting into the water now. See these types of plants? See this stuff? That's water. When you start getting stuff like this, kind of like reeds, and the ground's getting more damp. That's from the rain last night, but it's holding the water. So definitely a cool tree though, man. I was a kid, had a tree like this in my yard, this would be awesome. This thing is crazy. It's like an old cottonwood. There was a house out here. That was all like barn and stuff. There had to have been a house out here. Oh, there's a gate right there you can come through. Still no signs. This is awesome. Look at this tree. This thing is crazy. This is what all the cattle have been using for shade. That is an old tree, guys. Holy cow. This tree has seen a lot of action. This thing is enormous. This thing is way cool. I think the branch goes way out. Not very tall, but there's a widowmaker. Someday that'll come down on something. This thing is crazy. Crazy old. Oh, she got hit by lightning. That's what that is. That's a lightning strike. Blew this freaking branch clear out. There's the buildings. Right there. They look like buildings for just like cows and ranch stuff. Old corral or something. Might be another fence right here. Little barrel over here. Yeah, there's an old fence right here. It's all knocked down. Old barrel. See all this grass? Lots of pieces of lumber in here. It's a good sign of a building, guys, because it's processed, cut, lumber, square nails. Grass is so tall you can't see anything. That's cool. Lots of spider webs out here too. Off we go to the building. This looks like a shed. That other one has a pipe coming out of it, so it might be a house. Yeah, this just looks like an old barn. Yeah, it's just an old stable. Watch out for the nails. Nothing really in here. Old chain hanging from the ceiling. Let's go look at the other one. An old dish. Wash pan or something. See all these? Water. This is part of an old building that's fallen down. Except for the nails. These things will poke you. Oh. That's all falling down. Things all grenaded. More building that's fallen down. It's one of the eaves for the roof. this. That's super old, guys. Big piece of metal strap. Collar for something. Probably to hold this thing up. Huh. Well, I wasn't expecting to get on something like this today. Looking more for the super old Spanish signs that are out here, but still cool. Oh man. I gotta walk through this. Ugh. When we were growing up, we used to call these things porcupine eggs. That's what they look like. They're all spiny and they hurt. Oh, what's this? Old glass jar. 410. Huh. Screw cap. Probably old peanut butter jar. There's a beer can. There's a tool for plowing. Old rake. I don't know what this is, guys. Got a pin in it to latch this in. Some kind of a hitch for a wagon. Is that for a plow? If I metal detected out here, I'd be pulling up trash for a year. Look at all this. Little barrel. Old pipe. Some more old pipe. I don't know what this is. I hope there's not a snake living in it. Cast iron. Something. This thing's gonna fall down. This is a house. Oh, look at that. There's an old... That's probably where they kept their water. It's all riveted together. What the heck? This place is a trip, guys. This place is a trip. Kind of spooky. Old lawn chair hanging up. Looks like an old couch or something. Old jars. There's an old snowboard in here. Old chairs, some brick. I wonder if they saved the brick from a house that was here before. Let's go look at the brick. Let's see what's up, guys. Ooh, old air conditioner. Yeah, that's some good brick right there, guys. It's that old hand-fired old school brick. And it's got mortar on it, so you know what? They tore something down out here that was a brick home or something and kept the brick. So I don't know where it would have been, but... Old skull. Probably off a little cow or something. Old crate, man. Look at this old box. You guys seeing this? Look at the work on the hinges. The old latches, the old leather straps, super ornate. Wow. Hang on a sec, I'll bring you back. The camera keeps doing weird things, guys. that's super ornate. That's cool. Go 90 lubricant gear, universal SA90. That's an old hand water pump. I'll tell you that right now. Crank that thing and it spins out the water from the well. Old ladder. Look at this old chair. Well, whoever altered this or owned it just throws their trash in here. These boxes are everywhere though. They have the old leather buckles on them. Leather straps. I don't see one with a lid. I don't even know what's in this one. Looks like horse crap. Dishes. Bunch of old. It's an old tool. See the T-handle and the swivel on the end? It's probably for an old, yeah, there's the bolt. Hex bolt. That's probably for turning the water on or off. Old plow point. Some barrels. More straps. Bucket of nails. That was for water. Looks like some really old skis from the 80s. Mattress. Some old chain. Old ladder. Huh. Weird. Dead crow. Wonder how old that is. Because that thing is sitting on it. I assume it's sitting on it. Not really. Must have floated here and hit something. Another old chair. More old furniture. That snowboard I saw from the window. It's not very old. What else come out here? Whoa. Look at that nest. What the heck's living in that? All these sticks. Somebody's been bringing that in here and piling it up to live in it. Old muffler. Really old bike. Stinks in here. Probably hantavirus everywhere. Old bed frame, headboards, mattresses. Old TV. Whoo boy. That don't bring back the memories of back in the day. TV. This is an old washing machine or something they've just thrown out here. It really stinks in here, you guys. Some old jars. I don't know how old they are. Baby jars. Full of mouse crap. Dead beetles. They're all empty. No idea what that is. Flies in here. These look like baby food jars. The box says something. You guys make that out? trippy place, man. Old blankets and windows. Ow. Just got took out by the TV. Well, weird. Weird. Dead birds, mouse poo, and skulls. No furniture. What was that pipe coming out of the ceiling I saw? Is there an old stove? I don't know. That brick is cool though. I wonder where that brick came from. Another big water tank. Look at all these old doors. I'm not going to take any of this stuff because that's not what I do, but those old antique doors with those hinges on them, those things are worth money. And there's a bunch right there. Doorknobs, locks, everything. Crazy. People like those antique doors and locks. Key is to find out where the brick house is, or was. That's the key, because it's older than that building. This looks like a nice little area for it, except no shade. Might have been up there underneath those big trees right there. This whole place has got a lot of property. I don't know if I can walk it all, guys. We're already almost 10 minutes into the video. If I don't edit anything out. No one likes my long videos. What's up with that, guys? Put your jams on and power through. There's cool stuff in there. Another old chair. There's some more lumber. It's an old railroad tie. See where they would have put the tracks, the track plates. One side there and one side there. There's some deer. I don't know if you guys can see them. They're right there. I'll walk over towards them. They'll probably run. There's 3 of them. They look healthy. Healthy deer. Really red deer. They are deer though. I don't know if you guys can see them. There they go. Oh, they're elk, and there's a big one. There's a bull in there. And I hope I got that on. Whew. Big bull elk. That's awesome, guys. They're hanging around the water eating this grass. That's cool. Should have brought the other camera. Big bull elk. Fantastico. Well, we're gonna head back to the truck, which is clear over there. And first we're gonna hit these trees because it's on the way back. I'm already out here, so we might as well. What's this? What we got going over here? Old cage for birds or chickens or something. Guys, I have been out in the desert for a long time. I have never seen elk out here. Ever seen an elk. But it makes sense. You got all these springs. I mean, if you're gonna elk hunt, Man, I would have shot that bull. Easy. Easy. I'll have to see if I can get a still of it off the camera. Here's their trail they've been running on. Zoom in on it. He's a good one. He's hiding behind those trees. Alright. There's the trees. The ones that don't belong in the desert. Yeah, those ones. Those are the ones. I'll bet that's where this house was. I bet that brick came from here. Grass is up to my waist. Going through the Mekong Delta. Looking for bricks. Looking for trash. Gotta find the trash. Dude, this is getting crazy. I'm gonna end up falling in some old outhouse hole or something. Holy moly. Those elk need to come in here and trim this down. Oh, this is looking good. Look at this clearing. Why? Why a clearing here? There's no shade. I'll bet this was it. Bet that house was right here, guys. You can almost see the line still. Over, over, over. Front door was probably on this end. Right through here somewhere. See, you have different kind of grass out here. Yeah, I'll bet you that house was right there. Perfect sign. Got the trees right here that they would hang out underneath during days like today. See this different grass? It's almost like what you have in your front yard. And the spring. I guarantee you that house was right there, because here's the spring. You guys want to see something trippy in the desert? Check that out. That, my friends, is water. A lot of water. Coming up out of the ground. That house was around here somewhere. I think it was back there, or it was right here. And that was like a stable or something, but see these trees? No. Look at that thing. That is one tree. All hooked together. Someone planted these too close together, you guys, and they grew together as one tree. One line. That house was around here somewhere. Right by the water. Why wouldn't you? Try to build my house in the desert. Whole pipe. See all the shade in here, you guys? It's like 10 degrees cooler underneath these trees. Little oasis in the middle of the desert. All in a row, and that's not normal, so someone planted those in a row. They're even facing the right way too, so they block out the sun most of the day. Another hint. Know your east, south, north, and west. There's that building we were in. So those probably were, that's probably a newer house. That goes with that. I think that thing we think's the foundation was a building like one of those two. I think the house was in here with the water, and that was the stable or something for horses, or a shed for wagons. Absolutely amazing, you guys. I gotta keep driving though, I gotta keep going. People have been out here, there's trash everywhere. But still, middle of the desert. There's the salt flats right there. Next stop is those mountains. See all this? This is all water, water weed. I gotta remember where I'm at. Walk through this crap. Okay guys, I'll make my way back to the truck. Figure out where I'm at. Try not to fall in any giant holes or get bit by a rattlesnake. So, I'll see you when I find the next cool thing. But I hope you like that little spit of information. Showed you a pond of water in the middle of the desert. Find that with a metal detector. Okay guys, this is a trip. I'll have to take a picture with my phone and put it on after, but so I found a face in the mountain, and I think it goes along with a story I heard. This mountain, I don't know if you can see on the, you can pick out the details, but I'll try and help you. But that makes sense. And then you have this white circle. See all this gravel and stuff out here? All this weird rock. All of a sudden you have this giant white circle right here. And it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make sense to be here, but it makes sense. I mean, someone come out here and clear all the rock out of it, build it up all on the sides. I would think that could be a thing. So I don't know how hard this will, it's like clay. Could be kind of crappy to dig in, but let's get the dinger out. Let's ding this unit. This just isn't making no sense. Well guys, I was out there for about 45 minutes and I dug a couple of spots. They didn't even sound real good. I think it's hot rocks. I ran my metal detector up through here. Yeah, there's hot rocks out there, onesies, twosies. Why this thing is here, I have no idea. There's not even like animal crap anywhere, so it's not like where they would camp to do sheep or anything. There's nothing in there. Nothing at all. Weird. And if it's a low spot for water, why isn't there anything really growing in there? Why is it all on the outer banks? Trippy. One of those weird things you find. Nature does weird stuff, but we're gonna keep going. I think I get to get up on top of this mountain, like I told you about the face. And this mountain right here. Yeah. I'm gonna go over here on this little knoll and glass around and see what's up. I know where I am and I know what should be around here. This is the first time though I've really been out on this side, so there should be a sign in here somewhere. The face is a good sign. That's, like I told you guys before, every part of, well, not every story, but every story has some truth in it, so you just got to come out here and find the truth. And the face is a part of the story that may be true, maybe not, but it looks good to me. and it's in the right area, so let's jam. Let's jam on. Let's go party up on top of that knoll. I might have to walk up there though. Get the COVID out of my lungs. Looks like there's a road. Maybe it's just a gravel berm. I don't know. I'll cruise up here a ways and see what's up. But let's go see what's up there. Climbing up here, guys, and this is weird. All this rock. And all of a sudden you've got this shale deposit with quartz in it. See it? See that? Quartz. And that piece of shell. And it's just an outcropping that comes up out of this crazy volcanic looking deal. I mean, that's trippy. There's a giant ant colony in this, so I don't want to get too close, but that's odd. What's this? Looks all broke up. Pile of rocks or something. Lots of people can come up here, so what was the sign up here? It wouldn't take much to have someone come knock it down or do something weird, but there's more of that shell. That is a trip. There's a shell vein underneath this volcanic crazy thing. Blows my mind. My mind is blown. Check out the view though, guys. Got the salt flats. We came from clear over behind that mountain. Clear out here. Looks like the rain's coming in. Gonna get stuck out here in the mud. Trippy, man. This almost sounds hollow when you walk on it. There's no way I could dig in this. So if I did ding something up here and it was bomb.com, it would still be weird. But this shell outcrop, quartz in it, could be gold over here, or an old gold mine. Oh yeah, especially with all the hot rocks. Look at this big old freaking vein of goodness. Now we're talking. All these giant bouncer holes. Yeah, that's what we want. We want this. That. That is not a shell. That's the cat's meow. That is. I'm on the back side of this hill now. The truck's over there on the other side. I'm gonna come down and look at this for a minute. See if there's anything carved on this, because this is the kind of rock you want to do it with, these black stains. Another lizard. They like being in my videos. What are you hiding up in there for? I could take you to the spring, bro. You could eat dragonflies all day. Any kind of carving, any kind of symbol. gonna be old, so you gotta look good. It's kind of a bummer we didn't find anything being in that white sand spot. Stuff was pure clay. This is treasure hunting, guys. You don't always find stuff. I know people like to watch YouTube videos and, oh look, they found this, and oh they found that, and oh look at this, and just cherry pick all the good stuff, but this is for the die-hard real guys. This is what it is. You gotta look, drive, stop, look, keep looking for any kind of sign. There was another sign coming in here on the way in, and I couldn't get it on the GoPro, but I think there's a way I can get it on the way out. I'll show you guys, which kind of led me to this spot. It's a Spanish sign for sure, and it's a big one, and you kind of have to know what you're looking for or you'll miss it, but I'll definitely show it to you on the way out. Just not seeing what I want to see. There's what I want to see, and then there's what I get to see. Unfortunately, what you want to see is what I see, so come on. There's got to be something. There's some quartz in here. This is a, you could mine this. I bet you they, back in the day, maybe, at least they would have tested this to see. There's something screaming out there. A coyote, I don't know what it is. Since I'm the only one out here, I know it's not me. That rain is going to come in here hardcore. I have some flash flood situations going. I'm going to get back on top of this. I don't see anything carved, and I don't think they would have carved it down here because it wouldn't come in this way. It's going to look old. Like this stuff right here, I'll show you. These are cracks. That's normal. But it's going to be old and weathered like that, and it's going to look kind of like that, but you'll be able to tell it's carved because it's going to be deeper and the lines will be more defined and straighter. So it's going to be just a little teeny sign that says, hey, this is the clue. This is what you're looking for. And this is what I kind of wanted to find. Something weird like this, guys. Alright, let's look at this rock. Look at this really deep line that comes up. We're missing some of the rock, but it comes back down. And then it goes back up. And I think it came back down right there, and it should be an M. Okay? Got this arrow right here pointing up to that M. Now, that M can mean mountains, okay? And that arrow can say go to those mountains. See those mountains over there? That's the kind of stuff I like. It's the kind of stuff I want to find. That's actually really cool, you guys. Whew! Gotta look at every rock. Oh man, that's awesome. A perfect M and an arrow. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah! Okay. Anything else? Anything else? So you can see there's this like little ridge thing goes over to those mountains. If they came through the desert, came over through this pass, and they had a map and a story, that all has to go with everything you have, you could totally come find that rock. See these other rocks that are like that one? There's no arrows. There's no M's or anything weird or trippy. So that one, it's a different kind of rock. See how it's all by itself and it's sitting with the flat side up, and all these are all jagged sides up. Perfect. Me likey a lot. Alright. About to give up too, man. Only took me another 30 minutes looking since the last time I checked in with you to find that. No other rocks like that. Anywhere. Anywhere. Just poking up. Flat side up. Chilling. Gray rock. Nowhere. See, even this rock here, I checked this one on the way up. Not even happening, bro. All ghetto and gnarly. That one I don't think's big enough to even stand out. Put this in the old GPS coordinate. Yes, I did get a compass bearing off the arrow, so I'm good with it. Good with it. Going that way. Those mountains. That's where the next clue is. That's where the next adventure is. It's the next step. Yeah, I'm finding this thing, man. This is a different one. This one's been like on the back burner forever. Nobody's really, that I know, has ever really done anything with it. I just got bored today because I haven't been out because of being sick, and I'm like, yeah, I'll drive out there. I need to drive. And I did a bunch of Google Earth and Cal Topo map stuff, so with whatever part of the story is real, whatever I find. But with the face, the arrow, the M for mountains, I think some of it might be a little bit true. This is awesome. I gotta get out of here, you guys. Look at that. The thing is gonna hammer me, man. The wind's picking up. We gotta burn all the way around these mountains, dude. Woo! Yes! Yes! On the road I saw this little mound from, it's clear over there, and I was glassing between that mountain and the mountain behind this little berm, and this is the only thing here. So that has to be the highest point between the two mountains, which is where you want, they're going to put something, right? Common sense. To find something over in there is going to be a pain. Same on that back side. You got this nice little valley. You got that little ridge I showed you that comes to this. Common sense goes a long way. Worked out for me. And I'm the only one that knows where the rock is. And me and you are the only ones that have ever seen it. So, good luck whoever else is looking for this. Might not show the face in the mountain now. I'll try. See if I can get a picture of it with my phone that looks half decent. Gotta find my keys. You guys have no idea. If you guys have a story, have you heard of a story? You want me to check it out? It doesn't have to be in Utah. I'll research it for you. I have people that I know that will just do that. That's all they want to do is research stories. And they're good at it. They'll dig. They'll go to the archives or whatever they got to do and dig. One story we were working on, we needed a book, and there was only one copy in Utah. You couldn't buy it online, we couldn't find it anywhere, and there was one copy in Utah, and it was in a library in this podunk town in the middle of freaking nowhere. And what do? Well, you check out the book. You write down all the notes you want, and you take it back. But I'll bet no one's ever looked at the library for that book. Because if they did, they'd know where the book is. And since they didn't, I know where the book is. And yes, we put the book back. We're not like that. I'm not going to steal a book from the library. But you have to go find what library. Like I did. well, like someone else did. Whoever's watching this video, you know who you are, and I'll give you the credit because that's your thing. You gotta have the credit. So there you go, old man. There's your shout out. Okay guys, let me burn out of here. I'll get a picture of that huge symbol I saw on the way in here, and then I gotta be feet home. I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, I told you I'd get you that picture of the one sign, right? I'm gonna try. If you look real close, you can see that site right there. It's like a W. That's a site. The rock standing straight up on it, like a gun sight, tells you go that way. And if you take a bearing from here, from this spot, looking at the site, which you'd have to be standing probably over here, but if you got a direct bearing off of that, or you hiked up to it and shot off of it, you could probably get a bearing right to where we were headed, to the mountain with the face, and then that would show you to look for the rock. So once you find one once you find a sign and you get close, look around, because there'll be something else. It'll probably be smaller. It'll go big like a monument or a site like that one, and I'll get a picture of that for you on my phone and put it on the video. But look closer, look around. There should be something else to keep you going that way. It got you there, right? The big sign got you there. Now something should point you somewhere else, unless you're already there. So that's the hard part. But I told you I'd show you, so I showed you. That's it. That's what I saw right there coming up. That's the site. So thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching, you guys. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for all your support. We got new subscribers every week. I appreciate the support, you guys. This is fun for me. Today was a great day. I had an absolute blast today. Found the rock, found the face, found the site, all kind of added up. So now I have to find the next one between the pointer, the arrow rock with the M on it, to that other mountain range, and to stay on that bearing and look for the next one. So I'm gonna get out of here, you guys. That storm is right on my tail. So until next time, be good. Like I said, get your jams on and watch my 1-hour videos. All the good stuff's always at the end. See you on the next one.